Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Leticia Scott, and welcome to the first episode of Brazilian Bunny Kitchen. My name is Leticia. I grew up in Brazil, born and raised, and I live many years here in the United States. And I have a passion for kitchen cooking. I used to say that the kitchen is my laboratory. Here in this channel, I will share with you guys a little bit of my passion for, little bit no, I have a big passion for culinary and diversity, multicultural. You know, I love food from everywhere in the planet. So I will teach you guys a little bit and show a little bit about the food from my country and also many other countries with my Brazilian touch. Okay, so welcome to this journey with me. Let me tell a little bit about me first. I am from Vitória, Espírito Santo. It's a little island right by the Atlantic Ocean and Brazil. We are between Rio and Bahia, and where a lot of cultures come and blended together. We have a strong, as a Vitória, as a Espírito Santo is a state that we have a lot of native Indian. We have a lot of influence of native Indians. All right, but also we get a lot of influence from the Africans also because we are just by Bahia, where is a huge point of African influence. So, and today and I thought it with me like, okay, which would be the better thing to do the first episode of this channel? The dish then is specific from my hometown, Vitória, Espírito Santo, that's called Moqueca Capixaba. Yes, that's what I'm gonna teach you guys here today, and I'm gonna tell a little bit about this dish. Moqueca come. I was speaking in Portuguese to you guys. I do this with my husband all the time. I talk to him in Portuguese like he's fluent Portuguese speaking. And I will tell a little bit about the dish, okay? But also it's gonna be like I wanted this channel is being something very cozy, you know, like so you guys get to know me and we talking. It's gonna be a type of kitchen vlogging, okay, with the recipes. Moqueca is more than a dish. It's a mix of, it's a blending of culture, indigenous resistance, African heritage, and Portuguese. To Portugal. The word moqueca comes from the indigenous terms moquim, which is a slow cooking of the food. All right. So, and that is a pot that is made with the clay. That is where we cook the moqueca. Usually at home I can cook, you know, if I don't want to use my clay pots, I can use the regular pot. If you don't have, no problem. You can just use what you have in your house. But then we have two types of moquecas in Brazil. They have the original one from my state, from Vitória, and they have the one from Bahia. What is the difference between both of them? It's the Vitória one, the Moqueca Capixaba, which we call Moqueca Capixaba because who born in Vitória, in Espírito Santo, it's called Capixaba. All right, the ones that we make in Espírito Santo have more indigenous, native Indian influence. The one that they make in Bahia, it have more African influence. So in Bahia, the one that they cook in Bahia, they use palm oil, they use coconut milk, you know, And the veggies varied just a little bit because they put like the green pepper, and we don't do it. And the Capixaba one, we cook with olive oil. We cook with the olive oil, and we don't put the coconut milk. Okay, so let's go to the recipe. Okay, and what we're gonna need for cooking this dish? We're gonna need the fish. All right. I recommend you guys the mahi mahi. It's a very firm fish, and it's a better one for cooking this dish. But if you don't have tilapia, go well with, and rockfish, which is my case right now. I couldn't find mahi mahi. I have rockfish, and tilapia also. I can cook with that, as long as the tilapia is thick. All right, it's the big tilapia fillet. You can do with tilapia too. All right, those are the fishes that I recommend. You do the moqueca, the ones that we can find here in the United States. Okay, so we're gonna need the tomatoes. We're gonna need the onion. We're gonna need the garlic. All right, I have garlic paste that I made in my home. All right, and I'm gonna use, but you can use the garlic that you have at your home, any way you have at your home. We're gonna need orucum. I'm gonna leave here. I find this in the Hispanic store, or even I can find here on H Mart. All right, or Hispanic or Latin Hispanic store, you can find this. And what this does, Leticia, just color, but we need this. Okay, and we have, I tell that is one of the stars of this dish, the cilantro. Okay, everything turns in a party in the mouth. Everything turns into a party in the mouth with this combination, and cilantro is that, that gas that get into the party, and who, and then when the party really start, yeah, that's the cilantro for moqueca. Okay? And we also gonna need a good olive oil. We have everything. The clay pot. If you don't have the clay pot, you can use a regular pot. Sometimes I don't feel because I have a big one, and I have a small one that I use sometimes to make like a fish pie that is originally from Victoria also, and I will teach you guys in another video. But I'm gonna use this small one today. Okay. So let's start. How are we gonna start? We're gonna start to sit this in a stove, correct? And we're gonna chop our ingredients. I'm gonna chop the cilantro. How big you need this chop it? Don't matter. All right? How small? Don't matter. Just chop the cilantro. And trust me, more cilantro, even better. Here also you guys gonna have to deal with my broken English too, okay? And my hard accent. Strong. You guys will have to deal with my broken English and my strong accent, but I can guarantee I'm a good person. And silly too. Okay? And silly also. I'm kind of nervous because today is the first episode. But anyway, we're gonna be good. All right, so let me peel the onion. Chop the onion. You don't want to chop the onion, you always can do with that little machine, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. That's your best friend to chop the ingredients for moqueca, and also to chop your salsa, your vinaigrette. That's the Brazilian way to make salsa. And I will teach you guys in another video too. The onion is chopped, and now we go to the tomato. You don't want that seeds from the tomato, okay? You can throw it away. The tomato, the more ripe, it's better, okay? All right. This is so no good. My knife is not the greater one, so how call when you do this with the knife, babe? Sharpening. My husband is here. He's my co-pilot, my number one supporter. Yes, so we love Moqueca and that in Victoria, like we love, and we have like fishes that come fresh from the ocean. I'm not living far from the ocean, all right. My house is in Brazil is like 20 minutes from the ocean, and we just built a new place there that is just like 1 block from the ocean. And when the fishmen come from the ocean with fresh fish, you can just go there and buy it. And we have a fresh fish market that also na Vila Rubim, where you can buy all kind of varieties of fish. And I love it. I love it, love, 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 love. I can eat fish 3 times a week and I'll get tired of it. And I'm still love beef. Don't get me wrong, I love the churrasco. But I can eat the fish 3 times a week and I'll be okay with it. And here I have my fish. You can keep your fish the entire fillet, or you can cut in small parts. All right, which I recommend because you know the infusion of the flavors better, or even to you serve to your plate also. And you don't need to be stuck just in the fish when it comes to the moqueca. You can also add shrimp or any other seafood that you like into the pot. That's what we call mariscada. When you do just seafood, shell food, we call mariscada. You can mix with the fish or you can do only that part itself. All right. Bing. That's what we have here. Let's go into the stove. So my plate is already hot, okay? And here I will add my olive oil. And I will add my garlic. How much garlic, Leticia? How much as you want it, okay? It will be your taste. I love garlic in the food, and to me, garlic is always welcome, no matter how much garlic. When the garlic started to, you can feel the aroma. Yes, garlic, it does have aroma. You can put your urucum. Urucum, coloral. I forget the name that the Hispanic people call, but I will put in the screen when I remember. Okay. At this point, what I'm gonna do, I will put half of my tomatoes and my cilantro, and half of my onions. You can stir a little bit. You can hold the camera with your hand there. Also, you're gonna stir a little bit and you're gonna make like a little bed, you know? Low the heat, and then you seat the fish in this little bed that you made it with the veggies. Here. At this point, you're gonna salt your fish. Some people like to let the fish marinate in the water with lime, but I don't like it because I feel that cooks the fish. I don't like it. I like the fish very soft. All right. I'm gonna put just a little bit salt because the salt that I have here is natural sea salt and it's very strong. So I will come here with more onion. I will come here with the tomato. Right, and then I will come here with more olive oil. It's a lot of olive oil. No, it's not. Trust me, it's not. This clay pot, I don't have the top, but I'm gonna use my kitchen, the regular top, so create the steam that I wanted for it. You cover your pot, clay on that, and let it steam and low the heat. Okay? You don't need to put any water because the fish and the vegetables will create the water, the liquid, the necessary liquid. If you want to put more water, that will be up to you, but I don't recommend because the taste is not stay the same. While we're cooking the fish, the moqueca, I will make some rice, and because it's go well with moqueca. Correct. My garlic. The difference between American and Brazilian rice, I think, is the way that we cook the rice. We love garlic, regardless the type of rice. I think the flavor is like. I am using here basmati rice. All right, that's what I like to use personally. But you can use a jasmine, regular rice, any type of rice. You can do it. So once I wash my rice, I fry my garlic, not too fried, okay, not too dark, and then I go with my salt. Just a little bit. And then you want to let the The oil I'm using avocado oil, right? You can use any one for you that you want it for your house, but you want to infuse the rice with the oil, so when finished cook, it's fluffy and loose and fluffy, and it's delicious. My father and my family, from my father's side of the family, they are from Minas Gerais. They have a different way also to make rice. They fry, and before they put, until the rice get like very clear, until to then they put the water in it. But like, and it's so delicious. I will teach you guys some food that is then have memory, like good memory taste, flavor, and to me, for me, the salt is good. So also we leave the rice here to cook, and voila. And you want to cover your rice, you never cover the whole pot, because it's gonna just put the on the side and let it cook. And I'm gonna show you when I really low the heat and let the rice just cook on the steam. At this point here, as you see, you have just a little bit of water there. You want a very low heat in your rice, and then you can cover everything. Like low, low. When I say low, it's low, low, low heat. And let's see how it look at our muqueca. You see what I told you guys? You don't need to put a water. You don't need to put a water. At this point, we used to put a towel and shake the pot to accommodate everything. But I know it's gonna be not nice to do this right now, so you guys can just, separate like this and let it. Oh, look at this. Look how gorgeous. Can you smell this at your house? Smell this at your house. Please. 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 If you want to put some shrimp, at this point here, you can put some shrimp in the top and cover again. All right, and let it steam a little bit, few more minutes. And it's slow cooking, because as you see, I don't know, you guys can't see, but I am on a very, very, very low heat. If I want to increase the heat a little bit, I can. All right, which I'm gonna be, but I'm still on a medium heat.